What's happening around the country right now is taking a toll on a lot of folks' mental health. The American Counseling Association says that while people are resilient and they often bounce back, events of mass violence nearly always interrupt your sense of order and your sense of safety. They have a few recommendations for you if you're struggling right now. Attend to self-care. Make sure that you're eating, make sure that you're sleeping, exercise, and try to maintain a routine. Pay attention to your emotional health. A wide range of feelings are normal. And recognize when you or the people around you may need extra support. When necessary, point them toward licensed counselors. And avoid overexposure to all kinds of media. Stay in contact with friends and with family. And most importantly, if you don't need help, don't be afraid, or if you do need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. You know, if you're struggling to make sense of situations like what we saw in Louisville or in Tennessee, you can imagine how difficult it is for our children to process that. We talked with the psychotherapist, Dr. Nanette Funderburk, about how to have those hard discussions about tragic situations.
It's kind of like if you had a huge physical injury, you're not going to say, suck it up. You're going to tend to that injury. You're going to take them to the hospital, or you're going to at least look at it, clean it up, put a bandage on it, and give them their comfort food for the night. You're going to nurture them in those moments. So we need to nurture this right now because the wound is gaping, fresh, and raw for us all.
Another way that young children are receiving help is through art. Olivia Michael introduces us to art teachers who are providing some relief to the survivors of the Covenant school shootings.
You want to add plenty of water.
It starts with an idea.
We got a little tip from one of our Covenant families' mamas that rainbows are symbolic for various reasons with their school, specifically the 3rd grade.
From there, the rest flows through.
Also, rainbows are bright,
yeah,
and happy.
They are.
Sisters Leighton Lancaster and Emma Bradford are founders of the Little Art House. Today's project, a demonstration for an upcoming art class.
We feel thankful that they entrust us with their kids. You know, we're like, that, I mean, I could cry thinking about it.
After watching the tragedy unfold at the Covenant School, Leighton and Emma put their hearts and hands to work, offering free classes and art therapy for those at the school.
I believe, at least personally, that your body keeps score of like trauma and things that have happened in your life. So this is another way to kind of release some of that that you may not realize you're hanging on to.
Through their nonprofit, the Little Art House Foundation, they have 6 art classes of Covenant students.
We just want safe space for vulnerability to be creative and express yourself.
And say they're open to offering more classes in order to help the creativity and healing flow through too.
In Louisville, the Speed Art Museum is using its art to soothe those struggling after the bank shooting. They said on Twitter, at the Speed Art Museum, we believe in the healing power of art and want to invite everyone to experience the solace and the calm art can provide as we mourn individually and as a community. The museum is open as a space for healing, free of charge through Sunday. They're holding 2 free 30-minute mental health workshops on Saturday. Mental health issues do not discriminate, and they can be triggered by many things. One thing we know that greatly impacts mental health in our country is military service. Going overseas and fighting takes a mental toll on so many people. Sean Giggy learned what one veteran facing his own battles is doing to support those around him.
Like many servicemen and women who returned from war, retired Army Staff Sergeant Gabriel Kanawiti didn't hit rock bottom. He fell further.
I believe I went all the way to the Earth's core. I attempted completing suicide twice.
It's a hole he thought he'd climbed out of.
It was my little brother.
Until 2 of his brothers, both veterans, ended their own life.
Darkness kind of seemed to almost kind of tap, hey, I'm still here. And I said, man, I need to do something about this, and I need to do something quick.
He already knew about a place called VROC, the Veterans Resource Outreach Center in Rowlett. Brian Wilburn is the director.
Thousands of veterans take their life each year. We wanted to do something.
Once a month, the VROC walks across Heroes Memorial Bridge to rescue veterans from the brink of suicide.
was me at one point.
And Gabriel says that's exactly what it did.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't missed a walk in 3 years.
I actually arranged my whole month schedule around Walk the Bridge.
He says he's determined to help those, especially in the American Indian community he grew up in, who are still suffering.
How many people walk this bridge in hurt and in pain?
Just by being out here, the VROC says at least 9 veterans have been saved from suicide. And Gabriel says he'll keep walking so they don't have to run from the pain and suffering that haunts them.
Not only have I regained a purpose, it doesn't feel so lonesome anymore.
Because it's more than just a walk. It's a good first step.
Elon University is hosting a mental health talk given by award-winning actress Ashley Judd tonight. Judd grew up with mental illness in her family, recently lost her mother, singer and actress Naomi Judd, who died by suicide. The event is tonight at 7 o'clock and open to the general public. Tickets are $15 for non-students and staff.